First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So before watching all the RRB JE topic wise video, you have to first understand these three important things. So first, the RRB JE CBT1 exam level. So usually when we take all the previous year memory based question paper of RRB JE exam, so the aptitude reasoning question level, it's medium level. So do not waste your time on keep on solving very hard level question. So try to practice more and more number of question, easy level, very easy level and medium level more. So if you keep on practicing questions more on medium and little bit medium high level, definitely you can able to clear CBT1 aptitude and reasoning questions. And second, importantly, in my every video that I'm going to post for RRB JE, I will be teaching 20 questions each and every topic on quantitative aptitude as well as reasoning. After teaching 20 questions, I will be giving 30 questions as a test. So the 20 question what I'm going to teach now will be exactly at the medium level concept, right? So that medium level questions I'm going to teach for this RRB JE, especially for RRB JE. And after teaching 20 question, I will be giving you 30 question as a test with all different kinds of model. Again, the 30 question will also be in the exam point of view like medium level question. So after watching 20 question on this video, do not forget to take the 30 question test. And the third important, so students, those who already bought the railway exam test, inside it at the last tab you can able to see a new column called RRB JE. So once you click on it, after posting every video, there you can able to see 30 question test on each and every topic on quantitative aptitude. So if you didn't buy it, if you want to buy it, so just visit feelfreetolearn.com. Inside a test series, you can able to see RRB railway exam, which is 99 rupees. Or if you have an Android mobile, so go to Google Play Store and search for Feel Free to Learn. So once you download the app, open it, inside that you can able to see railway exam. So click on it and purchase the test and start practicing all the question which is inside RRB JE. So after posting every video topic, your test will be added there. So now let me move on to all the RRB JE quantitative aptitude topics. So friends, now let me move on to the next topic for RRB JE exam. So here is the topic, simple interest on quantitative aptitude section, right? So everyone knows it. If you take quantitative aptitude, simple interest and compound interest plays a major role in all the competitive exams. Even when you look at the previous year question papers of RRB JE or RRB NTPC or Group D, definitely you can able to see one or two questions that is from the topic simple interest. So question can be asked only on the simple interest or only on the compound interest, or question based on both simple and compound interest, right? So here in this video, we will be solving questions that is based on a simple interest, and next video we will be solving question that is based on a compound interest and then mixed question, right? So after watching this video, as I've told earlier, do not forget to take 30 questions as a test on the railway test package, right? So now when you take simple interest, if you already learned simple interest, kindly watch this video, or else if you are first time going to learn simple interest, kindly go to my YouTube channel, search simple interest playlist. So from lesson number 1, I have taught all the different kinds of model. Even you can solve the question by a normal method, or else by a formula method, or else by a traditional method. So there are various methods that you can use to solve a question that is based on simple as well as compound interest, right? So when you see the level of the questions, usually simple interest, compound interest question will be easy to solve because we don't have that much of formula. Only we have two formula. One is, I'm talking about simple interest here. So simple interest, we have how to find a simple interest formula, PTR divided by 100 or PNR by 100. And second formula will be A, which is called as principal plus interest. So A means overall amount or total amount. Okay. So where these are the two formulas that we majorly use in the topic simple interest. When you take a compound interest, similarly there will be a compound interest formula, overall formula, but in the compound interest we have some formulas like installments based question. We can solve it by a normal way, but if you want to learn a formula, then learn a new formula that is installment based question. There is a formula in compound interest. So other than that, in simple interest, compound interest, finding a difference, so those cases we have one or two formulas. So totally when you take simple and compound interest, you have to learn minimum of 8 formulas. That is enough to solve a question. but most of the question, if you understand the logic, then you can surely crack the question without using a formula. By a normal traditional method itself, you can solve it. So simple interest, compound interest, in my video itself I have told you one thing. Compound interest, simple interest is easy, right? 99% simple interest will be easy, but compound interest also easy, but only problem in the compound interest is the calculative part will be more. You have to multiply and then you have to divide with it. So the calculation part will be more in compound interest when compared to simple interest. That's it, right? So do not forget to learn this topic and give more and more importance to simple and compound interest if you are preparing for RRB JEE. So I hope you already watched the simple interest video. So now getting into the topic, right? So simple interest, just we can have a quick recall of it. So simple interest, we have three formula. We have three important words in the question. One will be principal, and second will be rate of interest, and third will be time duration. So only based upon this, our target to find whether simple interest or overall amount, anything based upon the question values, right? So first, principal. So only problem usually students make us, they don't know which value is the principal and which value is the overall amount. So that is the main area where usually students make a mistake. So instead of principal, they substitute the overall amount. Instead of overall amount, they substitute the principal value. So be careful. Always, if a person takes a loan from a bank, or else borrow some money from other person. For example, I am borrowing 1000 rupees from you. So which will be the principal for me? For you also it is a principal, because you are giving 1000 rupees to me. I am getting newly 1000 rupees from you. So for that 1000 rupees will be the principal amount for both. So after 2 years, right, I am giving you 1200 back. So which means that 1200 rupees contains the principal what you have given initially plus the 200 rupees interest. So while I am getting 1000 rupees from you, which act as a principal, when I repay the same amount, which is 1200 to you, extra 200, that extra 200 is the interest. So the 1200 which comes back to you, the value will be principal plus interest, which will be called it as A, right, overall amount. So be careful in it, because that is the major area students used to make a mistake. And then time duration. So time duration, PNR or PTR by 100 formula. So where time duration, usually it should be in terms of years. For example, in case if they have given 6 months, write it as 6 by 12. 8 months, write it as 8 by 12. If they have given time duration 3 years, you can directly substitute 3. That is the one major thing you have to remember it. And the rate of interest. So rate of interest, make sure to always be, the value should be in the terms of per annum. That is years, right? 5% per annum, 3% per annum. So it should be in the term of for a year. In case if they have given for per quarter or per halfly, right? So in case those kind of question, convert into a year and then substitute in a formula. Always the time duration and the rate of interest should be in terms of years, right? And then other than this, we don't have much concepts in simple interest. Only when you are learning compound interest, you have to understand how to find compound half-yearly, compound annually, so compound quarterly, many things are there. Population increase, population decrease. So every concepts are there in the compound interest, but simple interest we have only minimum number of concepts. And remember friends, one thing, if you have time after watching this video and after writing a test, go to my compound interest playlist, watch all the compound interest video. I have posted compound interest also. So try to watch all the compound interest video and start learning. Do not wait for me to post a video for separately for JEE exam. You have all the videos on my channel. If you search circle, triangle, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, most of the topics I have posted videos on my channel. So try to watch all the videos whenever you are free, and take the test on quantitative aptitude. So now friends, let me move on to all the questions. So based upon the simple interest topic, and here I am going to teach all the question concepts which are already asked in the RRB exam. So related to those concepts, I will taken some of the questions here going to teach you, right? So after watching this video, do not forget to take the test. So friends, now let me move on to all the questions based on the topic simple interest. So here is the first question. So rupees 1200 is lent out at 5% per annum, simple interest for 3 years. Find the amount after 3 years, right? So just see here, rupees 1200 is lent out. What is the meaning of it? If it is lent out, then it is called, he is giving to someone, right? So that means the principal amount. So 1200 is not the overall amount, 1200 is the principal amount. So they have given the principal amount, they have given the rate of interest in years, as well as the time duration is also for 3 years. So our target is to find what is the amount. That means what is the overall amount. They will not mention that in most of the question, they will not mention find the overall amount. We have to read the question, we have to analyze, and we have to check what they are exactly asking. So here you can see find the amount, which means find the overall amount after 3 years. So we know the overall amount formula, A equal to P plus I. So principal plus interest. So principal value, what they have already given in the question, which is 1200, and simple interest will be P and R by 100. So 1200 P, number of years will be 3, rate of interest will be 5, so divided by 100. So we can cancel 20 here. So 12 into 3 will be 36. So 36 into 5. Right, 12 into 3, 36, 36 into 5. So 6 5s are 30, remaining will be 3, which is 180. So 1200 plus 180 will be 1380. So finally we can say that answer for this question is 1380, which is the overall amount. So inside this 1380, we have the principal amount what he lent out as well as the interest amount. So total amount is 1380, which is called as capital A, or else overall amount. So answer for the first question is 1380. Next question. So find the rate of interest if the amount after 2 years of a simple interest on a capital of 1200 is 1440. So when just here, what is the target here? Our target is to find the rate of interest. So we need to find the rate of interest, and time duration is given for 2 years. And what all the amount they have given is on a capital. So on a capital. So capital means an initial amount, which is the principal amount. So principal amount is how much? 1200. So this 1200 rupees becomes 1440 is 1440 in how many years? In 2 years. So our target is to find in what rate of interest, if they have calculated this, the amount becomes 1440. This is our target to find. Right? We need to find what is the rate of interest here. So when just listen carefully, if the principal amount is 1200 and the overall amount after 2 years is 1440, then just when you see the difference between both the value, resultant will be 240. So 240 is what? 240 will be the simple interest. And yes or no, right? Because we have the principal value as well as we have the overall value. So when you find the difference between, the resultant amount will be the simple interest amount, which is 240 rupees. So now we can see we got all the values here. We know the time duration, we know the principal, we know the simple interest. So now finding the rate of interest is very easy, because simple interest formula will be PNR divided by 100. So what about simple interest here, which is 240, is equals to principal. So principal is how much? 1200. Number of years is 2. So rate of interest, what we need to find, right? So 0 0, cancel 2020 here. 12 2s are 24, so we can cancel it, which is 10 times. So rate of interest is equals to 10%. So finally we can say that if the rate of interest is 10%, then for 2 years we will get this amount of 1440. So again, this is not the only method to solve the question, right? You can, if you are strong in simple interest, you can directly go with mind calculation, because 1200 is what principal, 1440 is what total amount. So what is the difference? 220, 240 is the difference. So 240 is for 1 year. So for 2 years, 240 is the simple interest. Divide by 2, because we can find the interest for 1 year. So 240 divided by 2 is 120. 120 is the simple interest for the first year. For the second year, another 120. So only for 2 years it becomes 240. So for the first year, 120 is the interest. So in the principal 1200, if 120 is the interest, then 10% will be the rate of interest. So we can find 10%. So this comes only when you practice more number of questions. Just like that, you can't able to find it. It takes time, but if you practice more number of questions, then solving it will be very simple. So let's answer for the second question, where the rate of interest is 10%. Third question. So what is the simple interest on a sum of rupees 700 if the rate of interest for the first 3 years is 8% per annum and for the last 2 years is 7.5 percentage per annum. So when just here our target is to find what? Our target is to find the simple interest on a sum. So that means they have given on a sum, which is act as a principal. So principal is how much? 700. So they have directly given in the question the principal value is 700. So our target is to find what is the simple interest, and they have given for total of how many years? For the first 3 years and for the last 2 years. So they split the total 5 years into 3 and 2. For the first 3 years, what is the rate of interest? 8%. And for the last 2 years, what is the rate of percentage? 5%. So it is easy, right? You can find the simple interest separately and you can add it. Resultant will be the total simple interest, right? So first we can find for the first simple interest for the 3 years. Right. So 3 years, what is the rate of interest here? So PNR divided by 100 is the formula. So principal value directly given in the question, number of years, that is 3. What about the rate of interest? Rate of interest is 8% per annum divided by 3. So cancel it. 21 into 8 will be 168. So 168 is what? The simple interest for the first 3 years. And for the last 3 years, last 2 years. Yes, for the last 2 years, what is the rate of interest? 7%. So similarly, we can find for the last 2 years. So again, the formula will be PNR divided by 100. So principal won't change. Again, same 700. But number of years is 2 and rate of interest is 7.5% divided by 100. So cancel 20 here. So 7.25 into 2 is 15. So 15 into 7. 35, 105. So 105 is what? The simple interest for the last 2 years. And for the first 3 years, simple interest is what? 168. And according to the question, what is our target? What is the simple interest on a sum? That means a total simple interest. So when you add these two values, it's 273. So 273 will be the total interest, simple interest for the 5 years. Right. So this is one way of solving a question, or else you can directly multiply these two values, 8 into 3, 7.5 into 2, and you will get the overall percentage. By using the overall percentage, you can find what is the interest for the total sum of 700. So either way, right? Either way you can able to find the answer, or you can write it in a single step. Simple in your books, you can able to see they solve like the simple interest 1 plus simple interest 2, and they take 700 divided by 100 common. Why? Because in simple interest 1 also 700 by 100 is common. Simple interest 2 also 700 by 100 is common. They take both the value common, only they multiply with it. Right? It's your wish, right? You can solve in a different way based upon your practice, right? So friends, this will be the answer for the third question. Next question. So what is the rate of simple interest for the first 4 years if the sum of rupees 360 becomes 540 in 9 years, and the rate of interest for the last 5 years is 6%. So very important question, right? So first understand what are all the values they have given and what we need to find here, right? What is the rate of simple interest for the first 4 years? So they are splitting the total 9 years, first 4 and the last 5. And the amount, the sum of rupees 360 becomes 540 in 9 years. So 360 is the initial amount which act as a principal, and this amount becomes 540, right? So 360 becomes 540 in how many years? 9 years. That means this 540 contains both principal as well as interest. And this total 9 years is split into two parts. One is for 4 years and second is for 5 years. So now our target is to find what is the rate of interest for the first 4 years. This is the thing what we need to find in the question. And for the last 5 years, they have given the rate of interest also. Rate of interest is how much? 6%. So 6% is the rate of interest. So when just look at the values carefully, how we can find the answer for it. Our target is to find for the first 4 years what is the rate of interest. So the easy way to find the answer is we have for the last 5 years the rate of interest which is 6%. By using the value, we can easily find what is the simple interest received for the last 5 years. Because simple interest formula is how much? PNR by 100, right? So PNR by 100. So P is the principal, which is same 360 into number of years. 5 year, what is the rate of interest? 6% divided by 100. Cancel 0 here. 1 5s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 1 2s are 2, 3 2s are 6. So 6 3s are 18, remaining will be 108. So 108 is what? 108 is the simple interest that was received for the last 5 years. So friends, yes or no? So interest that was received for the last 5 years is 108. So now our target is to find for the first 4 year, not for the last 5 year. So last 5 year we got 108. So we subtract 360 minus 108 because principal minus interest. So 360 minus 108, resultant will be 72. 72 is what? The interest for the first 4 years, because this is the interest for the last 5 years. So when you subtract these two values, resultant will be the interest for the first 4 years. So now we got interest for the first 4 years, which is 72, and we got the principal value. Now our target is to find what is the rate of interest. So simple interest is equal to PNR divided by 100. In your exam, do not write like this every time. Just to understand the concept, I am writing it. If you need to solve a question really faster, then you should not write everywhere the formula, right? So just go with the mind calculation. So simple interest is what? 72. Principal is what? 360. Number of years for 4 years. And what about the rate of interest? That is the thing what we need to find, right? So now try to cancel it. So we can cancel 0 0 here. 36 one time. This will be 2 times. So 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 1 2s are 2, 5 2s are 10. So finally the rate of interest is 5%. That means for the first 4 years, the rate of interest what we calculated is for rate of interest is 5% they have calculated, and for the last 5 years they have calculated 6% rate of interest. Only then we can say the total amount, the 360 becomes 540 based upon this rate of interest. So friends, understood how I found. So always solve some different sort of questions. Usually you can able to see these kind of question, and total amount split into two rate of interest, or else and total amount split for 2 person. For example, I have 10,000 rupees and some amount I have given for the person A, and this remaining amount I have given for the person B. So that amount will not be mentioned in the question. So we have to consider the first person as X, second person as 10,000 minus X. So similarly, in some question you can see first person I am giving 1,000 rupees, second person I am giving 2,000 rupees, but the rate of interest will not be given. So we have to solve these kind of questions more, because these kind of questions you can able to see nowadays on SSC exams, railway exams, mostly that medium level competitive exams, you can able to see these kind of question. So practice more question like this, right? So once this will be the answer for the fourth question. Next question. So Raju lent rupees 400 to Ajay for 2 years and 100 to Manoj for 4 years and received together both rupees 60 as interest. So find the rate of simple interest. Being we need to find what is the rate of interest here, and just now I have told you, right, the amount will be split to 2 person, 1 person this much amount rupees and second person to this much of amount will be given, and the rate of interest will be given. Our target is to find what is the simple interest after 2 years, or else some question you can see when will both the person simple interest gets equal, at what time period. So these kind of question, I think while teaching simple interest itself, I have solved these kinds of questions more, because you should understand when you need to equate both the simple interest and when you need to add both the simple interest. That is most important here, because in some areas we will write simple interest to 1 equal to simple interest 2, and in some question we will write simple interest to 1 plus simple interest 2, right? And some question we will write simple interest to 1 difference of simple interest 2. So you have to understand why we, in which concept question we need to write in which way. That is the most important. If the time duration, in which time duration, if both the simple interest are same, then we have to go with this formula, right? If total simple interest received from both the person is 60, right, in this question, so we have to use simple interest to 1 and simple interest 2 is equals to 60. So you have to use this method. In case the difference between both the simple interest amount of the first person and second person is 60, then you have to use this concept, right? So based upon the question, the equation format will change. So now according to the question, from both the person the total interest received is how much? 60. So simple interest to 1 plus simple interest to 2 is equals to 60. What about simple interest to 1? So PNR by 100. So similarly PNR by 100. is equals to 60, right? So what about the principal? Whether they have given a principal? Yes, for the first person Ajay, they have given 400 rupees, and for how many years? For 2 years. So we have to find what is the rate of interest here. So similarly for the second person Manoj, they are giving 100 rupees for 4 year. We need to find what is the rate of interest is equals to 60. So we can cancel it. So 4 into 2 will be 8R. So plus 4R is equals to 60. So 12R is equals to 60. So R is equals to 15 percentage. So finally we can say that answer for this question is 15 percentage, 15 percentage, right? So that is the thing what we need to find here in this question. So friends, what you guys have to do is, I have solved only limited number of questions here, but what you guys have to do is keep on practicing more number of questions. First watch all the simple interest lesson what I posted on the channel, all the different concepts, and then after watching it, write the test, right? So test is the most important part. Only then you can able to analyze your mistake, and in what time you can able to solve each question. That is most important. You should not take 2 minutes, 3 minutes to solve these kind of questions. You have to take just 40 or 50 seconds to solve these kind of questions. So only then you will get a practice. So again, after watching this video, go to the railway test package, same simple interest topic. I have given 20 or 30 question as a test. Do not forget to take the test. If you make a mistake, there I have given a solution. Check what is the mistakes that you have done. On the upcoming test, kindly don't do all those mistakes, right? So friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share the video to your friends, those who are preparing for RRB JE exam. So thank you so much. Bye.